You are welcome to this channel. Don't forget to like, to share, and also to subscribe to our channel. In the news today, Wike went for Tinubu, I went for Peter Obi, and others went for whatever they wanted. Who said this? Ortom. A report published by Vanguard on Thursday, July 17, 2025, revealed that a former Benue State Governor, Samuel Ortom, has explained his reasons for opposing the People's Democratic Party during the 2023 general elections. According to Ortom, the party strayed from the core principles of fairness, equity, and justice upon which it was originally founded. He clarified that his actions were not motivated by personal gain, but rather by a commitment to defending these core values. In an interview granted on Thursday, Ortom disclosed that he aligned himself with the G5 governors, a group that believed the presidency should be zoned to the southern region after President Buhari's tenure, while Nyesom Wike chose to support Bola Tinubu. Ortom threw his weight behind Peter Obi and other members of the group backed candidates they personally felt would benefit Nigeria the most. Addressing questions about political loyalty, Ortom emphasized that politics often revolves around individuals' regional interests. He maintained that politicians generally make decisions based on what they believe is in the best interest of their people. Ortom also pointed out that the Bola Tinubu now occupying the presidency, supporting the current administration is essential for maintaining national stability and progress. He argued that once leadership is established, collective support should follow to ensure the country moves forward effectively. In his own words, he remarked, Wike went for Tinubu, I went for Peter Obi, and others went for whatever they wanted. We in the G5, and at the end, we have this government that is in place. If God has given us a government of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, why can't we support him? That is what we stand for. These are the submissions of former governor of Benue State, Governor Samuel Ortom, and in his own words, he has already decided to categorically come out, even to state his own stake as regards what happened on the road to 2023 election. And from what we have heard from him, he said he's standing on some core principles, and that is why he has refused to support a northern candidate. Their belief is that the unwritten agreement of 8 years of presidency going to the north and then 8 years of presidency going to the south is sacrosanct, and they expect it to continue. And knowing fully well that the President Muhammadu Buhari, the late now, had finished 8 years, it is expected that all political parties should be able to have a thinking in their mind that the next president should be from the south, whether they like it or not, because it's an unwritten agreement, and he believes that that should be done because it's on the core principles of fairness, equity, and justice, upon which it was originally founded. That was the submission of Ortom, and he himself, with the other members of the G5 governors, then stood their ground. And at the end of the day, like he said they got the presidency of Governor Bola Ahmed Tinubu. In fact, to the surprise of so many Nigerians, he wasn't supporting President Tinubu during the time. He was in support of Peter Obi. As long as Peter Obi is from the south, they want a southern president. And the likes of Wike supported President Tinubu. As long as Tinubu is from the south, we wanted a southern president. So whether the person is southeastern person or southern person or southeastern person, as long as the person is from the south, the work is done, quite easily done. So for him, that is wonderful as far as he is concerned. And if, of course, to Nigerians, that's the beauty of democracy. In a particular group, in quote now, I can call the so-called G5 their own small coalition. Among themselves, they still have their divided, individual opinions, and because they have a particular denominator, which is power going to the south, and they have many options from the south, so each of them is allowed to choose whoever he loves to support, and they did. And at the end of the day, the presidency came to the south. Simple, and that's just what they need. You didn't care whether it's from one region or the other of the south, but as far as the southerner, the job is done. And I think Nigerians should need to learn from what Ortom has said. The issue of standing on fairness, equity and justice and flexibility too, because I see that the G5 were together. The cohesion within them was so mighty that we don't even know that there are individual differences of choice of candidate, and they were able to accommodate that. If all political parties, even Nigerians in general, could be able to accommodate such things as this, of course there will be peace, and then the whole place will be a good place to live for all of us. And look at what Ortom is also now saying now. The candidate he supported did not win, but the one that he did not support won. But the denominator is that they must come from a particular side of the country. As long as the other one, he even came out to say we should support the presidency of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, because that is who the God has given us. And in his word, he said, if God has given us a government of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, why can't we support him? That is what we stand for. And that is how we know a leader, and also somebody who has a very large heart, who can accommodate anybody, any situation or circumstance, irrespective of the fact that they have made some error or a mistake. And today is still in right contact and in good terms even with the so-called G5 governors. And not only that, it's also routing support for the current president. And I think to a large extent, he will not support a northern president even come 2027. From this body language and the statement that Ortom has said, power, as far as he is concerned, will still remain in the south, whether it's for or in the hand of Peter Obi or still in the hand of President Bola Tinubu, whoever, as long as the person is a southerner, it's okay. Let's look at other principles. Said equity. That is just the truth. It should be a matter of what in local parlance they call chop I chop. God no go vex, so that everybody will have a share of what we are talking about it. And he also said justice. Maybe from his own point of view, he believes that for the place of justice, the power should go to south, then in the eastern part of the south. That's his own belief. But be it as it may, it has come to south. That's the denominator. That's the denominating factor, and everybody is happy. And he has clarified that his actions were not motivated by personal gain, but rather by commitment to defending these core values. I think all Nigerians could learn from what this man has said, even though he's a politician to a large extent, whether what he's saying is true or not, but at least he has lived it out in the 2023 election. And maybe he will change later as a politician. We're still waiting to see. But for now, I think something needs to be, imbibed from some of these principles that Ortom has, spoken about and pinpointed. So I believe now is to support whoever emerges as the president in 2027. But presently, whoever is in power, let's give them our support, and let's believe that better things will come for Nigerians. Thank you. Don't forget to like, to share, and also to subscribe to our channel.